All right, so this is the question, right? So if Doordash says that your acceptance rate is important, right? Then why do some people say that it absolutely means nothing? Others are content with holding a low acceptance rate, and some will even go as far as bragging that they make better money than people with higher acceptance rates.
Riding through my city with that back.
I'm starting a YouTube channel, man. I know, right? It's gonna be dope, though. I'm gonna help some people. I'm gonna help a lot of people. It's gonna feel good.
Thank you, Bentley.
So they never really did one in the store before. What up? This your boy Bentley Coop, and this is Doordash Diaries, or what I like to call T3D. One-stop shop for everything Doordash. Bam! All right, bet. One-stop shop for everything Doordash. One of the few places Doordash has chosen to help you be successful on the platform. All right, so I'm gonna keep it real funky with you in this video, okay? I'm gonna give you 3 reasons, all right? I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why your acceptance rate doesn't matter, okay? And then I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why you need to pay attention to it, all right? Where you fall is where you fall, but I just wanna clear the air. All right, so let's just keep it funky. Okay, so the first group of people that acceptance rate doesn't matter for, really, like, just frankly, just, excuse my language, but they just don't give a fuck, okay? They're not trying to get money to put a down payment on a house. They're not trying to get a brand new car. They're not trying to save up money for themselves for school, or maybe for their kids for school, or maybe to take their kids on a vacation. Okay, all right, but this is the question that I got. If you are putting in some work, all right, you got 2,000-3,000 deliveries, you got an excellent customer service rate, you got an excellent completion rate, you got an excellent on-time rate, then why should somebody out here making more money than you just by sitting in a parking lot waiting on some orders to come to them? All right, so the second type of person, second situation where acceptance rate really doesn't matter is what I like to call legacy markets, okay? So if you got that really big, huge market, San Francisco, LA, New York, all right? So these are situations where your acceptance rate may not matter. So you live in a market where you regularly get orders that have $5 base pay and $10 tips. I'm not talking about catering orders. I'm not talking about large order program, right? I'm just talking about just regular orders, okay? If you can do that once, twice, 3-4 times in a 4 or 5 hour dash, that could make the difference between making it and breaking it. And in that situation, your acceptance rate may not be as big of a deal as it would be if you were like in a smaller market. Everybody can't sustain $15 orders, right? Everybody can't sustain $10, $12, $15 orders. Talk to me in the comments down below. How's your market looking? You don't sit it like
Yeah, let me get this.
All right, hold on. The third type of person that really don't care about their acceptance rate is somebody that multi-apps. Okay, so you do Grubhub, you do Uber Eats, you do Instacart, you do Doordash. Why would you care about the tiers program? Why would you care about the fact that you're waiting 30 to 45 minutes in between orders on one particular app when you have 5 or 6 apps running at the same time? For me personally, I think that multi-apping is just overrated. I really do. I think it takes a much broader strategy, takes more intense focus, right? And overall, it's just way more stressful. And if you're not making like double, triple, quadruple the money, I don't see what all of the appeal is for. All right, so the one benefit that you do have is the fact that if one app is slow or off for the day, then you can bounce to the other ones. And I think there again, that's the main reason why they're not really concerned about the overall performance of one app, because they have multiple apps to lean on. And even with all 3, 4, 5, or 6 apps are down for the day, week, month, or quarter, then they can still put in more time to actually make up across all of those apps. All right, so the question that I have is, do you multi-app? And if you do, why? Drop that down in the comments below. All right, real story. I like to keep my acceptance rate pretty high, 74 to 75%. Okay, so when I have my acceptance rate that high, I'm feeling good, I'm making good money. But there may be times where I'm trying to push the limit. I'm working outside of productive times, or I'm not paying attention to the demand, okay? So I may get a couple orders that I might take, but I'm not gonna take because of how I'm feeling. This is going to bring my acceptance rate down. This normally brings my acceptance rate down and brings me out of platinum status. Okay, so now I'm getting orders that I'm not taking, no way, no shape, no form, all right? And this is going to bring my acceptance rate even lower. At this point, the 2 or 3 orders that I had when I was at 73, 74%, I would gladly accept without any type of hesitation. But again, because of how I was feeling, I turned those orders down, and now I'm getting even worse orders. When my acceptance rate is in the 60s, it's not that I don't get $8 orders. It's not that I don't get great orders that are going 2 and 3 miles each. It's just the consistency at which I see those orders. When my acceptance rate is up 74, 75%, it's almost like clockwork. And as soon as I drop an order, as soon as I complete one order, another one's coming in. Getting these orders, seeing these orders can give you the illusion that you're making the same money, but without seeing these orders as consistently as somebody would with a higher AR, in the long run, you're not making the same money. And this is why, in some cases, your AR is more important.
Hey, how you doing?
It's a Doordash order. How you doing, bro?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good. It's a Doordash, Brad.
Yeah, like 10, 15 more minutes.
Having a high AR, having platinum status is not the end all be all, okay? It's not the cure all. It's not gonna stop you from getting orders that you're gonna have to decline. Sorry. 3 things I do think that platinum status will give you is shorter wait time in between orders, a better pace overall, and really more consistent earnings at the end of the day. I got this comment a couple days ago from somebody saying that they are platinum status and they average somewhere between $18 to $23 per hour. Are you platinum status? And if you are, talk to me down in the comments below. How has it helped or hindered you from making money on the platform? My man, I appreciate you so much, bro. You too, bro. Thank you. I'm talking about bro came outside and brought the order to me. He's outside chilling, boy. That's what I'm talking about. All right, see, that's a restaurant that would never get blacklisted. Okay, so at the end of the day, does acceptance rate matter? If you have to ask that question, acceptance rate matter, okay? If you're able to get away with it, if you're making good money with the strategy that's working right now, run with it, all right? But if your acceptance rate is low, if you're seeing inconsistent earnings, if you're not able to get in when you want to, okay, and if you're not getting what you want out of the app, it might be time to pay attention to your acceptance rate. I had that flower child order earlier. It was going to the wrong address. The customer put in the wrong address. The order was already going out of my zone, okay? It was gonna be the last order of the dash. And then it added on an extra 25 minutes. Went to the gym, went and got some lunch, took a little break, all right? That's why my shirt is different, okay? All right, but, whew, yep, that's it. I really think you're smart enough to be able to figure this out on your own, so I don't wanna insult anybody's intelligence, but I'm hoping that this video will help put you in a better position, all right? I'm gonna go to my car and get my spray, because as you can see, something major going on. If you made it this far in the video, consider hitting the subscribe button down below so that as new videos come out, you'll be the first to know. If you do me a favor, you'll just hit the like button. This just tells YouTube that other people who really should know the truth about the acceptance rate should probably see this video. All right, to the next video, this your boy Bentley Coop. I'm gone.